Welcome back to the Motion Picks. The Nice Guys is directed and written by Shane Black, the man responsible for writing Lethal Weapon in the 80s and directing Iron Man 3 and the cult classic Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Now, I was really looking forward to seeing The Nice Guys. From the trailers, it looked like this really fun buddy action comedy featuring a really unconventional dynamic duo. Then, the bulk of reviews dropped and it received an abundance of high praise from critics. So naturally, this reviewer, who never gives anything a negative review, absolutely loved it, right? Surprisingly, no. To the film's credit, it does have the makings of a great film hidden in there somewhere. It really does have a handful of memorably funny and creative moments. The leads Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling really work well off each other. There's also a really strong performance from a teenage actress who plays Ryan Gosling's daughter in the film, who for the most part, is a fairly strong character. And that takes me to the problems I have with the film. I'm not really impressed with the way that women were represented. The majority of women that you see in this film are shown as dim-witted sexual objects. And then there's the nudity. Yeah, I can imagine what you might be thinking. Typical Christian not letting you have your fun and watching all the naked ladies. But seriously, people, is there really that necessity to see all that flesh? I'm probably gonna get some dislikes for this video for coming across as pompously self-righteous. But hey, it's my video and my opinion, right? But it's not just the nudity that I had a problem with, it was the way that it was used. The film kicks off with a scene that seems to cleverly criticise the voyeuristic aspect of watching porn. Although potentially hypocritical for actually showing nudity, this scene does make a strong point. But then the filmmakers just disregard that argument and pepper the film with gratuitous nudity. Now, Ryan Gosling's daughter, who I mentioned earlier, is kind of like this film's equivalent to Penny from Inspector Gadget. Now, for those of you who don't get that reference, Penny was the little girl who was actually solving the mysteries whilst Uncle Gadget was off being incompetent somewhere else. Kinda like Ryan Gosling's character in this movie. As I said, for the most part, she's a fairly strong female character. But then there's this one scene when she's sitting down with an adult film star watching a movie in which the adult film star is performing, and then she's just sitting there like, oh, this is perfectly normal. I kinda took issue with that. But the sex and nudity aren't the only problems that I had with this film. The whole film just felt like a jumble of random scenes put together. It didn't really feel like a cohesive whole. If critics are going to aim that kind of criticism at big blockbusters like Batman v Superman, why can't they apply it to films like this as well? But it wasn't just the randomness or lack of cohesiveness in storytelling, but the pacing as well. At a certain point, the film picks up energy and you expect it to maintain that energy, but then it goes down and then it goes up again, and then it goes back down again. It is a bit all over the place. The film might have been designed as a really fun roller coaster ride, but for the aforementioned reasons, I just couldn't go along with it. And then there's a really specific reason why the film loses points for me. Now, one of the things that you probably didn't know about me is that from time to time, I like to sing the Song of the Lonely Mountain from The Hobbit. Far over the misty mountains cold, from dungeons deep to caverns old. Yeah, that one. Well, it turns out there's a porn star in the film called Misty Mountains. Completely ruined it for me. As far as my overall impression is concerned, I'd have to say that The Nice Guys was a bit of a mess. Look, I was really looking forward to seeing this movie, and it turned out to be my first ever negative review. Speaking of which, what's one film that you were really looking forward to but really ended up disappointing you? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and hit subscribe for the full Motion Picks experience. Till next time.